All right, so it is Monday, June 29th, 2026, and we're going to do a little more FSD park testing because, who doesn't need more FSD videos? As I always say, FSD videos are the greatest videos on YouTube, right? Right. So, we're back. EV Awesome, ready to do some parking tests. So, today I have to go to two banks. I have to go to a bank in town, then I have to go to another bank a couple towns away. And the last time I went to both banks on the same day, I didn't record it. I wish I had, but parking was really good. It did a good job. Now, parking has been super hit and miss lately with this latest version of FSD. It's like, it works sometimes great, other times it's not even close. So, we'll see what it does today. I mean, that's all we can do, right? I mean, the fact that FSD drives as good as it does, I mean, no safety issues. When we're down to nitpicking about parking, I think we pretty much got full self-driving solved. I shouldn't say we, Tesla does. I had nothing to do with it, although I'll take credit. So anyway, we're gonna drive over to Bank of America here in Longmeadow, Massachusetts. We may hit some construction along the way, so maybe, we'll see how FSD handles construction, because still, one thing that I still have a problem with, or I still see all the time, is like emergency vehicle stuff. Like, it always pulls over for the police cars, fire trucks, ambulance, but it will also pull over for tree service trucks that have yellow flashing lights. It'll pull over for electric company trucks that have yellow flashing lights. It always thinks that those are emergency vehicles when they definitely are not. So, but it's been good through construction areas, in my experience, for the last few point releases especially. But in any event, let's get going. So, start full self-driving. And let's roll. We'll do the nice 3 mile an hour back out. I'm kind of curious why FSD backs up so slowly, like out of a driveway like this. Like, I know it probably wouldn't go that much faster, but 3 miles an hour, I don't know. It's got cameras in the back. You can see where it's going. And I probably mentioned before, let the Jeep go. Take your time, lady. We should go straight to the end of this road and turn right, but it always takes this side street. And here you go. Like, there's a truck halfway out in the middle of the road, people walking on their bikes. So it just slows you down. Even if there's nothing in the road, like, going this way makes no sense because it does take you longer. It doesn't take that much longer, but it's this curvy road that comes out to the same place. I don't know why FSD navigation always wants to go this way when we literally would have come out right over there. It always takes this weird route. So, yeah, just another weird navigation thing. And that really, like, with FSD now, we're down to parking, navigation, and the big one, the really big one, is potholes. This time of year, the potholes are a little less in the Northeast, but they're still around. It's a little shaky. Yep, no problem. But we had a car in front of us, so I think it would have just followed that car no matter what. But FSD has been really good about seeing, when police officers are out, when they say stop or go. It's been pretty good about it. Now this will be interesting up here. We're in one lane now. We're going to be in 2 lanes, but it's one way. It's a one-way street, and we have to turn left. FSD never understands this to this day. See, we're in the right lane. We need to turn left. And watch, it's gonna turn left from the right lane. That could be a safety critical issue. It turned left from the right lane. There are 2 lanes. There was no traffic there, but FSD cannot recognize that that's a one-way street. It just doesn't. So that's a problem. So Tesla AI, you gotta fix that, dude. I love how the lady stops and then decides to go right when I'm coming through. Humans are the problem, people. Humans are the problem. Now I'll see how it parks, because the bank is right here. The last time I was here, yep, it's gonna swing through here. Yeah, pretty good. It's gonna make sure I'm pretty close to the door. Excellent. Giving me the back end, which is good because when you come out of this little parking lot, it's better to be backed in. Beautiful, because the bank's literally right there. That's an awesome parking job. So today, score for parking. Score for parking. All right, I gotta go to the bank, and then I'll be back out, and we'll go to the other bank. Okay? Okay, cool. See you then. All right. Bank business done there. Now it's off to the second bank. So we're gonna go parking lot to parking lot, hopefully. So here we go. Start full self-driving. Oh, she doesn't know where to go. She should have gone left right there. I don't know what she's doing. She's gonna go all the way around. Okay. Nope. Can't do that. That's a do not enter. So, not a good start. I've never had that happen here before. Interesting. She really got confused. So, we'll start full self-driving again. Hopefully we can get out of this parking lot correctly this time. So, again, parking lots are still weird, and this isn't even that big of a parking lot. I mean, we're parked right there. All it needed to do was just turn left and come out right here. But it didn't quite know what to do. We'll call that navigation. So I still feel like parking lots are not super critical to get 100% right. I mean, does it really matter once you're in the parking lot? But it would be, I don't know where it's going now. I don't know where we're going. We should be going straight. This navigation just does weird stuff. What in the hell is it doing? We're going around in a circle. Gonna stop and let this person cross, even though the asshole in the Mazda wouldn't. Humans are the problem. So we're taking a slightly different route than what I would normally take. I would normally go in the other direction. Although I think I kind of know where it's gonna go. It's gonna take a left up here, and we'll end up coming out the same place. But this is just kind of to me, kind of an awkward way to go, because taking a left here sucks. And how stupid is it to have an intersection, a red light like this, where you can go, the right lane is right only, and the left lane is straight or left, but there's no left arrow. It's a terrible, terrible setup. And FSD is going to wait for this. No, it's going to go. Nice. Oftentimes FSD waits way too long when there's oncoming traffic to take a left turn. So like all that, like driving around, left turns, all that, all of it, we would have ended up coming from my left. And yeah, we would have been rolling right along. And interesting though, because it can see that it must know that there's construction. Because FSD normally, I come from the left and it goes straight through down here, but it's going to go straight and then take a right onto the main road up ahead, which is probably the smarter way to go, because there is construction going on down that road. So this, I think, kind of makes sense. Do you like the tiki skirts that we put on our trees in our town? That is to protect them from road work. That's why they do it. And FSD is very polite, because even though there are no cars coming from the side street, it stopped well behind this truck in front of us to sort of, you know, if someone was coming out, it would have let them go. And that right there, like that on-ramp onto Route 291 or on Route 91 here, like people find that very confusing because you have to merge over two lanes. There's a lot of people that have a real hard time with that, believe it or not. FSD never does, just does it. So we're gonna go over this bridge, and then we have to go down an off-ramp where it's two lanes going into a rotary. And we'll see what FSD does, but it oftentimes gets into the right lane, which I hate, because then you get behind the slowest of the slow, and it stays in the right lane all the way through this sort of long rotary, and you just get stuck behind all the pokes when there's no reason for that. Like, it could take the left lane and get you going a little quicker, but it doesn't do that. Tell you what, like I haven't been to every state in the union to drive, but I've been to a lot of them, and oh, she's going to the left. I love it. It's kind of like decided at the last minute, but excellent. So this is better because now this goes all the way around. She's still not going very fast around this rotary. Company I used to work for, I don't know what she's slowing down for now. Like, she's staying behind the ambulance? What? I don't know what it's doing. Weird. Company I used to work for was down this way. I used to come this way every morning to come to work. And I would take this rotary, if there's nobody in front of me, I would take that rotary at like 55, 60 miles an hour. Like, you can. But FSD decided not to pass the ambulance. Okay. And this is a 55 mile an hour zone, and we're going 71, 72, I love it. 73, beautiful. 74. This is how it should be. Now, honestly, when I used to work down that way, long before I ever had a Tesla, I mean, I used to drive on this road. I used to do like 85 down this road. But, you know, FSD, I guess, doesn't want to go that fast. Ooh, ugh. Well, I'm glad it slowed down for that crap. Right lane closed ahead. But it doesn't look like it is. So, you know what? Because there's a cop there, let's just kick it down to standard. We'll go a little slower. We don't want to go past the police officer faster than the speed limit in a construction zone. Probably not a good idea. Alright, we can go back to Mad Max now. Let's go. Ah, rocks. God damn. See, this is what's crazy. Navigation is so like hit or miss. Because a lot of times when I come here, like this is what I want to do is turn right here to go to the bank. But a lot of times FSD will go straight to the next light and turn right and come into the bank on the other side. But this is the way that I would always go. This is what makes sense. Now we'll see if it turns into the bank parking lot in the right place. Because it's had issues with that before too. But no, looks like it's gonna do it. I guarantee it's going to park way over here. Yep. One thing about coming to this bank, like there's all these empty spaces up there, but it never, ever, at least that I, you know, once a month I come here, and FSD has never, ever parked in the parking spaces on that side. It's always on this side. And if there's a bunch of cars, it parks way the hell back here, way far from the door of the bank. But it is a small parking lot, so it's not that big of a deal. But it's just one of those things, like it's never parked in any of those spaces. And you can see there's empty spots. Like, I don't know why it wouldn't, but it didn't. So, all right, I gotta go into this bank. And one thing I noticed too is it's getting real close to the curb. So when it's backing up to these spots, which is new, and I haven't seen that before. So anyway, I gotta go in and I'll come back out and then we'll go home. Okay, cool, see you then. All right, bank biz done, time to go home. So FSD has sometimes had some issues getting out of this parking lot. The last time I was here, I was parked right around here, and I hit start full self-driving, and it drove toward the door and got stuck and had to back itself up, whatever. So let's see what it does now and see if we have any issues getting home. Yep, it's doing the exact same thing. Like, there's no way out here. So it's gonna come up here where it should have parked to begin with, and it's gonna back up and turn around. So you can see, like, even in small parking lots, there's still some issues. Like, it's still weird. Now it's gonna go out. I would have gone this way, that's faster, but it's gonna take some other way. Okay, I don't know. It's probably gonna take a side street that puts us back on the road we want to be on. Instead of just going that way, which, I don't know, makes more sense to me. Ooh, pretty hard on the brakes right there. Whip around here. Yeah, make sure we get down the road where we're gonna get stuck behind somebody that doesn't know what they're doing. Never fails. Yeah, navigation is just, it's bizarre. The things that the nav does sometimes. I mean, it's not a safety thing. Like, it's not, you know, it doesn't hurt anybody. It's not going to cause an accident to go a different route or whatever. It's just, I don't know how it's deciding to do what it does. But here we are, right back on the road we would have been on. That Model Y. God, that Model Y looks so good from the back. It really does. All right, so we made it home. Kind of a mixed bag today. Like, driving's pretty good. Navigation is totally weird. Did some weird stuff today. Just like weird stuff that I don't I don't even get. Like, did some weird stuff. Parking at the first bank, really good. Parking in the second bank's like, meh. But also like that it parked so close to the curb. Like, it basically had the wheels to the curb. I've never seen that with FSD parking before, so I don't know where that's coming from, but yeah. So, you know, FSD's not perfect, but it's pretty close. We're pretty close, you know. Parking a lot's notwithstanding, the driving part of it just works, and it does such a good job. So yeah, another I would say successful trip on FSD. Maybe less successful for parking and for parking lot navigation and for navigation overall, because it did some weird stuff today. But yeah, so there you go. I mean, what are you gonna do? EVs are awesome. It's okay to be awesome. FSD is awesome. Everything's awesome. Everything is awesome. So, you know, yeah, everything's awesome. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Rocks. God damn.